Woo! I feel fucking rejuvenated. I really do. The last time you guys saw me was last Thursday. It was a chest day. Nope, I had the right one to begin with. It was a chest day, and by the end of the workout, I felt pretty good, all things considered. But like, all in all, it was pretty rough, especially at the beginning. It was pretty fucking rough. Um, this just goes to show that sometimes all you fucking need is maybe a little bit of extra rest. That extra, again, it's only every other Friday. So, one week I'll work out 6 days a week. I'll work out that Friday. The following week, I'll take that Friday off, only work out 5 days, and I just kind of between those 2 weeks, I'll just kind of recycle that over and over. Um, so it's two. It's only 2 extra Fridays, 2 extra rest days a month that I'm getting, but it definitely helps, man. Because today I feel so much better, like so much better. Um, Now, again, you don't want to overcorrect, and rather than taking as much extra rest as you feel you need, and you'll feel it. Um, if you only need one day, to just take the one day. If you need two, take two, three. But sometimes I'll talk to people and they say, yeah, I needed some extra rest. I took a whole week off, or I took 2 weeks off. And again, who am I to judge how someone feels? So if you feel you need that long of time off, by all means, go ahead and do it. I've never, since I started training, never taken more than. I'm trying to remember when I was sick. Let's exclude the sickness because that's a given. If you're that sick, you got to take off. Take off. But just from like your general fatigue or tiredness, I've never taken than one more extra rest day. It's always just one extra, and that's usually all I need to kind of relock back in and get my mind and body right where it needs to be. And don't get me wrong, on that extra rest day, I fucking I will nap. I will do absolutely nothing. So if on that quote unquote rest day you're still active doing stuff, then yeah, you're gonna need more rest probably. I mean, that makes sense. For me, when I take a rest day, I mean it is a rest day. I am resting and doing nothing else. So, um, but yeah, man, I feel rejuvenated. I'm ready to go. And this new split kind of has me feeling like that too. Like I am super, super excited to just hit back. I'm on the fence because last Sunday, started this new split, if you will. It's not that much different, but it is different. More back focused stuff and more volume. Um, but last Sunday I threw in a little bit of shoulders at the end. I'm on the fence if I want to do that because I'll train this Friday. I will train 6 days this week, and Friday I'll hit shoulders and triceps. So I'm considering just throwing the shoulders out because I only want to hit shoulders once a week. So on the week that I don't train Friday, I'll probably throw shoulders in at the end of Sunday's back workout like I did last week. But since I'm training Friday, I'm gonna hit shoulders. I'm considering not doing it today. I'm actually leaning toward not doing it. So, because you got to be able to look at you, and I don't know, you got to be able to look at yourself if you're bodybuilding specifically, and see where your strengths and weaknesses are. My strengths are definitely my shoulders and arms. My back has gotten better, but it still needs some work. My chest has gotten way better, but it still needs some ground to cover. My legs, my quads are good. My hamstrings need a little work. So, but I said all that to say, my shoulders are a strength. They are pretty good. I don't want to lose anything, definitely, but it's like, what, how much can I train them while still not overdoing it, not doing something I don't need to do, but also not losing anything as well. So I think just once a week for shoulders, 6 to 8 sets each time, plenty. Just like my arms. So, but anyways, I'm fucking rambling again. I'm gonna start with some unilateral. Again, today's gonna be all row stuff, and then Tuesday when I hit back again, it'll be all kind of pull down, pull up stuff. Um, it's gonna be unilateral rows. I don't want to go too heavy here. I got 5 plates on each side. That's gonna be heavy enough. Again, it's all about how heavy can I go to still hit the targeted rep range, but in doing that and hitting that rep range, making sure my back is doing majority, if not all, of the work. You really can't do all of the work. I mean, you got your grip, your arms, they're gonna help, but I want my back to do the majority of it. So it's like, how heavy can I go while still checking those two boxes? I could definitely go heavier. I could throw another 45 on each side probably and crank out some good sets of 10 still, but the reps would be way faster, less control. My arms would definitely want to help, especially at the peak contraction. So I think 5 plates, and then 5 plates might even be pushing it. We're going to see. But I think I can get, again, I'm only doing 3 sets. I think I can get a good, you know what? Fuck, I don't know. Let's just do it. How about that? How about I just fucking do it? Interesting. Let's do the other arm before I say anything else. Okay, I underestimated myself. Maybe it's the extra rest, but I did. I underestimated myself. Fuck it, I'll. I honestly was not planning on this, but I'm gonna throw 25 on each side. Um, my targeted rep range is 8 to 10. Good reps though, nothing cheaty or swinging it, using speed to my advantage, none of that shit. 8 to 10 good reps, like I just did, slow, controlled, and then if I can cheat in 2, 3 more, okay. But that was like 12 to 14 each arm, pretty controlled. So Let's throw 25 on and see what I can do. Well, that was a bummer. The fucking, you probably can't see, the fucking 25 fell off on the left side. I think it bounces pretty well though because I did 13 with the side that fell off and 10 or 11 with this side. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that kind of translates, but uh, I'll, I don't know, I'll throw that 25 back on and hopefully it'll stay on for at least one set. Damn. I don't know if you guys can see though. Well, I mean, obviously you can see, but so like when I'm doing unilateral rows like this, I guess it's specifically for this row machine, and it depends if the one that you use at your gym, whatever they got, if you can do this. But say I'm doing my right side, I always lean out to that side, basically where the chest pad is directly on my left pec. So that way, my right side, I can get a much better stretch, a deeper stretch, and then contraction as well. Same thing with the left side. I'll scoot over, have a pad on my right pec. Same thing. I can get that deep stretch, and it just feels better. It does. And obviously, I have my hand right here, kind of bracing and locking myself in. It's kind of a little bit of a cheat code, really, because that helps a lot too. Um, but you got to do whatever you got to do, to get the best out of each rep, each set. And what the fuck is the point if you're not? And I feel like I get the best out of this when I do it like that. Now, when I'm going bilateral, I mean, obviously, you want the chest directly in the center, the chest pad directly in the center of your chest. So, don't be leaning like you would if you was doing it one arm at a time. You want directly in the center and then you pull back. It's pretty simple from there. But, anyways, let me throw that 25 on. Hopefully, it stays on. I'll do that. And then I might go into a drop set of I'll wait like 30 seconds because my right side would be a little more fatigued, but a drop set of both arms with something pretty light. We'll see. Ah, ah. That was fucking good. I'm so glad that 25 didn't fall off again. That felt fucking good. That's a really good start to the workout. Even the set where the 25 fell off. I mean, yeah, I wish it didn't fall off, but it still felt fucking good. Whew. All right, let's. Man, I don't know. I kind of, I kind of want to do some bent over Smith machine rows, but I kind of don't. If I'm just being completely honest, let me. Chances are I will. I'll go do it. But after doing this, it's gonna be pretty brutal. All right, I only have two 45s on each side, but at this point, that is all I need. And again, well, some of you are probably thinking, at this point, you've only done 3 sets in a drop set. Yeah, I have, but those 3 sets in drop set that I did were like everything I had, you know. So I'm already pretty fatigued. I wouldn't say fatigued. That's not the right word. I'm not fatigued yet, but I'm, my strength is not where it was 3 sets ago. Not even close. So, um, this is gonna be reverse grip, Dorian-style. I honestly, I could go heavier, but again, I'm just trying to slow this down and really make sure my back is doing the majority of the work. You know, if I if I went heavier, yes, I could do it. Um, but there'd be a lot of hitching, a lot of swinging. You guys know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this, I'm trying to be pretty controlled with the exclusion of maybe the final 2 or 3 reps. But 'I'd say 10 to 15 reps here, somewhere in there. Um, I'd be happy with it. All right, here comes the fun part. Trying to get these freaking straps on. Reverse grip. This always sucks. Well, it could have been a lot worse, I guess. All right. All right, that was 15, obviously. I could have kept going though. I could have. So, I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy here. I still wanna keep my form and worry about the quality over quantity. But let's throw a 25 on each side. See if I can at least get two more sets of. It'd probably down more around 10 to 12. Do a little drop set, and I think it'll be good. All right. Son of a fucking bitch. That was good. Another successful 3 sets of the drop set. Let's move the fuck on. I got nothing else to say, damn it. Alright, you already know what time it is. Time for the. Well, time to do the exercise I don't even know the fucking name of. But I love it, damn it. I love it. And for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, just watch. You'll see. This is good shit. Okay, let's add a little bit more weight. One more to drop set. Oh man, the back is officially. Oh, it might have been a little pump before this, but there's no doubt at this point. Oh my god. Yep, that is it for back. And I think, just like I said at the beginning, I'm going to exclude shoulders today. I'll hit shoulders Friday. One day a week for me is enough. My shoulders don't need that much work, so we'll stick to back. I'm probably going to throw in a little bit of chest, but it's going to be quick, lightweight stuff. Not even going to record it. So the next video you'll see is going to be the pose down. So, man, I got a good back bump right now. Let's get one more shot in there. All right, I finished with some chest just like I said I would. I feel like, and it shouldn't be a surprise. It's really not, I guess, but I feel like it took away from my back pump slightly. Um, but I mean, all in all, I don't know. Let's look at the posing in. But excluding that, I'd say it's a really good workout. I actually feel, I don't know why, maybe it's the shirt. I feel really fucking full today, which is strange because, I'm carb depleted and my fats are really low. My water, I mean, my water intake still has to be relatively high because of my job. But I mean, all things considered, that's still, I'm not drinking enough like I should. I'll say that. Um, yeah, man, I feel fucking full. Maybe it's a chest pump. I don't know. And I did shave my chest. I know it's kind of, but see, this just goes to show it's kind of all about illusions because I feel like I don't know. I feel like it makes it look more round and full, if you will. But what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do some posing here, and then if I can, I'm gonna go around the other side and do the same exact. Well, maybe not the same exact, but if I can remember beat for beat what I did and compare, because I go around to the other side, and that's the side that I don't really like. But every time I go back through and I'm editing, it always looks better than I think, and dare I say, even sometimes I think it looks better than here. Just like in the moment, I always hate it. I don't know why, but I do. So we're gonna do it here. I'm gonna go around the other side if I can, do the same exact thing, kind of compare, and again, like always, just overall get a look at the pump, see what's going on. Ooh, this shirt smells like fucking ass. But that's a good thing if you ask me. It means I trained my ass off in here. Ah, by the time I got back here, oh my god, yeah, my back is still fucked up. Like, it's all good. But from the workout, by the time I got back here after posing in the front, because I went straight back here, um, and this is why I need to start practicing rounds of posing. But I was starting to fade, as they say in the bodybuilding. I was starting to fade and just lose it. My back started getting pumped up. Of course, but then again, like before a show, I wouldn't do a whole back workout like I did 10 plus sets here. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. But I will compare. Oh, here I go fucking shit up. I will compare both lighting to see, just see. You know what I mean? Like I said, though, by the time I got back here, I was starting to fade a little bit, a little. So that might have something to do with it. When I compare these later, but yeah, I'm done. It's time for cardio. Go do that. Rest up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's chest day, the best day. So I want to make sure I'm ready for that. So cardio, meals, rest. Repeat tomorrow.